হ্যালো, আমি রিয়া মুখার্জি। আজকে আমার আলোচনার বিষয় হলো বায়োলজিক্যাল ডাইভার্সিটি অ্যাক্ট 2002 অ্যান্ড এসটি অ্যান্ড আদার ফরেস্ট ডুয়েলার্স অ্যাক্ট 2006. So let's move. First of all, what is biodiversity? Biodiversity encompasses all variety of life on earth. It has been defined under section 2B of the act. অর্থাৎ কোনো পার্টিকুলার প্লেসে কত রকমের প্ল্যান্ট এবং অ্যানিম্যাল ভ্যারাইটি দেখা যায় সেটাই বোঝানো হয় বায়োডাইভার্সিটি কথাটির মাধ্যমে। দিস অ্যাক্ট ওয়াজ পাসড অন 2002 and president signature on 5th February 2003, but the act came into force from 15th April 2004. অর্থাৎ এই অ্যাক্টটি 2004 থেকে কার্যকরী হয়েছিল, কিন্তু পাস করা হয়েছিল 2002-তে। Next, move on to the historical background of this act. Actually, it was an UN's initiative on Convention on Biological Diversity, that is CBD. It was an initiative of UNCED, that is United Nations Conference on Environment and Development. But later it was discussed in Rio Summit 1992, that is Earth Summit. And there were some need and some objectives of this act. What was the need? For protecting biodiversity and to use our own biological resources. India had signed Convention on Biological Diversity in 1992, which recognizes sovereign rights of states. Sovereign rights of states means সার্বভৌম অধিকার, অর্থাৎ আমাদের প্রত্যেকেরই সার্বভৌম অধিকার যে আমরা আমাদের নিজেদের রিসোর্সকে যাতে ব্যবহার করতে পারি। So, the act gives legal dimensions to some protocol, that is Nagoya Protocol and Cartagena Protocol, about which we will know after a while. So let's move to the objective. There were some objectives like conserve biological diversity, second, sustainable use of its components, which is very much important, and the third one is fair and equitable sharing of benefits arising from utilization of genetic resources. What is sustainable use? Sustainable use means use wisely of all the resources so that the present generation as well as our future generation will enjoy and use the resources. And the benefits arised from the biodiversity should be fair and equally shared between all organisms. These are the main objectives. Next, features. What are the features of this act? Already I have said two supplementary agreements were there. First one, Cartagena Protocol, and second, Nagoya Protocol. The Cartagena Protocol was on biosafety. It is an international treaty governing the movements of living modified organisms. আর এই প্রোটোকলটা অ্যাডপ্ট করা হয়েছিল on 29th January 2000. And the Nagoya Protocol, which was based on access to genetic resources, was adopted on 29th February 2002. Actually, they focus on both ecology and human health because safe handling of infectious microorganisms and hazards should be taken care. So these are the two protocols which were signed, and this Biological Diversity Act was very much important because in Rio Summit India had signed. So India was obligatory to pass the act and maintain its proper guideline. So next, it is an informative part, that is the first biodiversity heritage site, Aminpur Lake of Telangana. And there is mention of National Biodiversity Fund for implementation of the act. This is very much important because there may be some questions which we will see later, that some points are there in an MCQ where you are asked that which one is true and which one is false. So this kind of statement is important for exams point of view. There are 3-tier mechanism, that is administrative mechanism. First one is National Biodiversity Board, NBA. Second one is State Biodiversity Board, that is SBB. And the third one is Management Committee, BMC, Biodiversity Management Committee. So first NBA, that is National Biodiversity Authority. It comes under section 13. It is a statutory autonomous body under Ministry of Environment and Forest. Its headquarters is at Chennai and it established on 2003. Who are the members? There is a chairperson, and at present Dr. V.B. Mathur is the chairperson of this NBA. And there should be 10 ex officio members and 5 non-official members. What are the functions? Advise the government on conservation of biodiversity and on selection of biological heritage sites. All foreign nationals require approval from NBA for obtaining biological resources from India. And all Indian individuals are required to seek NBA approval before transferring knowledge or research materials to foreigners. But if these guidelines are not maintained, there are some penalties like imprisonment up to 5 years and fine up to 10 lakh. Next, SBB. It is in state level, that is State Biodiversity Board, and it comes under section 22. For each state there is a SBB, like 29 state there is 29 SBB. But it is not for union territories, as union territories are placed under NBA. And there are a chairperson, 5 ex officio members and 5 expert members in each SBB. Next, BMC. BMC stands for local body and it comes under section 41. NBA, SBB need to consult the BMC while taking any decision. So they maintain biodiversity register. Every local body shall constitute a biodiversity management committee for promoting conservation. So it is actually the Biological Diversity Act. Next, move on to the ST and other traditional forest dwellers. It is very much important because in recent news in February 2019, Supreme Court ordered mass eviction of all persons whose claims have been rejected under the Forest Rights Act 2006. The court directed that the eviction be carried out by July 24, 2019. Later, it temporarily stayed this order. So, on 13th February 2019, the Supreme Court has ordered the forced eviction and more than 1 lakh tribal and other forest-dwelling households from forest land across 16 states after government failed to defend a law protecting their rights. But later it stayed to put on hold for orders. So, the rights-based legislation which intends to correct the historical injustice to the tribal and forest-dwelling communities, and they legally grants forest rights to STs and other traditional forest dwellers. It includes a responsibility for sustainable use of forest resources so as to strengthen forest conservation program, also helps and ensure the livelihood, food security of forest dwelling communities. Actually, আমাদের যে বায়োলজিক্যাল ডাইভার্সিটি প্লেসগুলো আছে সেখানে কি করা হয়েছে, এই এসটি শিডিউলড ট্রাইবড কিছু মানুষজনদের ওখানে থাকতে দেওয়া হয়েছে গভর্নমেন্টের তরফ থেকে, বা তারা ওখানে হয়তো দীর্ঘদিন ধরে রয়েছে। তারা কি করছে, তারা আমাদের যে বায়োলজিক্যাল ডাইভার্সিটি প্লেসের যে বায়োলজিক্যাল ডাইভার্সিটিগুলো আছে তারা সেগুলোকে প্রোটেক্ট করছে, সেগুলোর সাস্টেনেবল ইউজ যাতে হয়, সেগুলো যাতে নষ্ট না হয়ে যায় সেগুলো তারা দেখছে। অ্যান্ড ইন টার্মস অফ ইট তারা রিটার্নে কী পাচ্ছে, তারা সেখানে থাকতে পারছে, তাদের একটা সেফটি প্লেস পাচ্ছে তারা, এবং মোস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্টলি তাদের লাইভলিহুড অর্থাৎ তাদের একটা কাজের ব্যবস্থা তারা পাচ্ছে ফ্রম গভর্নমেন্ট। সো দিজ আর দ্য ফরেস্ট ডুয়েলিং কমিউনিটিস। এবার হু হ্যাজ দ্য অথরিটি, কারা এখানে থাকার এলিজিবল বা কারা এই ক্লেমটা করতে পারবে? দেয়ার আর 3 লেভেল স্ক্রুটিনি। ফার্স্ট ওয়ান গ্রাম সভা, সেকেন্ড সাব ডিস্ট্রিক্ট লেভেল কমিটি, and third district level committee. So Gram Sabha's Forest Rights Committee, accompanied by officials from the Revenue and Forest Department, verifies claims by a field visit. অর্থাৎ গ্রাম সভায় যারা অফিসিয়ালস আছে তারা একদম প্রপার প্লেসে গিয়ে ফিল্ডে গিয়ে ভেরিফাই করে যে যারা ক্লেমটা করেছে তারা এলিজিবল কিনা। সেকেন্ড, অ্যাপ্রুভড ক্লেমস আর ফরওয়ার্ডেড টু দ্য সাব ডিস্ট্রিক্ট লেভেল কমিটি ফর রিভিউ। গ্রাম সভা যদি সেটাকে অ্যাপ্রুভ করে যে না যিনি ক্লেম করেছেন তিনি অ্যাপ্রিয়েট, তখন তারা সেটাকে সাব ডিস্ট্রিক্ট লেভেল কমিটিতে পাঠায় ফর ফার্দার ভেরিফিকেশন। নেক্সট, ইফ অ্যাপ্রুভড দ্য ক্লেমস আর ফরওয়ার্ডেড টু দ্য ডিস্ট্রিক্ট লেভেল কমিটি হেডেড বাই দ্য ডিস্ট্রিক্ট কালেক্টর, হুইচ ইজ দ্য ফাইনাল লিগাল অথরিটি টু অ্যাপ্রুভ অর রিজেক্ট ক্লেমস। এবার সাব ডিস্ট্রিক্ট লেভেল কমিটি যদি সেটাকে পারমিশন গ্র্যান্ট করে, সেটাকে অ্যাপ্রুভ করে, তখন তারা সেটাকে ডিস্ট্রিক্ট লেভেল কমিটিতে পাঠায়, যেখানে হেড যিনি ডিস্ট্রিক্ট কালেক্টর তিনি ফাইনাল ডিসিশন নেবেন যে আইদার অ্যাপ্রুভ অর রিজেক্ট দ্য ক্লেমস। সো নেক্সট, এলিজিবিলিটি or we can say the recognition process. Eligibility to get rights under the Act is confined to those who primarily reside in forests and who depend on forests and forest land for a livelihood. অর্থাৎ যারা ওই ফরেস্টে থাকছে এবং যারা ফরেস্টের ওপর ফুললি ডিপেন্ডেন্ট। Either the claimant must be a member of ST scheduled in that area or must have been residing in the forest for 75 years. অর্থাৎ যে ক্লেম করছে তাকে এসটি মেম্বার হতে হবে, শিডিউল ট্রাইব, অথবা তাকে ওই এরিয়াতে ওই ফরেস্টে 75 ইয়ার্স থাকতে হবে। অর্থাৎ পাস্ট 75 ইয়ার্স যদি সে সেখানে থাকে, দেন হি অর শি ক্যান ক্লেম। Next we will see there are 4 types of rights. First one is title rights, second one is use rights, third relief and development rights, and fourth forest management rights. Title rights. It gives the dwellers the right to ownership to land formed by tribals or forest dwellers subject to a maximum of 4 hectares. Ownership is only for land that is actually being cultivated by the concerned family and no new lands will be granted. Next, use rights. The rights of the dwellers extend to extracting minor forest produce, grazing areas, etc. Next, relief and development rights. To rehabilitation in case of illegal eviction or forced displacement and to basic amenities subject to restrictions for forest protection. And the fourth one is forest management rights. It includes the right to protect, regenerate or conserve or manage any community forest resource which they have been traditionally protecting and conserving for sustainable use. So these are the actual 4 types of rights. Next we will see there are some reasons for implementation hurdles. What are the reasons? First one is lack of resources. Second, administrative apathy. Third, lack of awareness. Fourth, lack of verifiable evidences. Lack of adequate and human and financial resources, and we can say lack of political commitment in order to implement Forest Rights Act. And implementation of the act remains biggest challenge as act related to environment are not entirely compliant with the law. And the most importantly, unawareness of the lower level of forest officials who are supposed to help process forest rights claim is high, and majority of the aggrieved population too remains in the dark regarding their rights. Fourth one is documents as well as 75 years are hard to come by. So it is another big reason of hurdle. But there are some measures which can be taken, that is proper implementation, Gram Sabha's involvement and modern technology and mapping. Actually, there are some way forward, that is union government and state government should implement this Forest Rights Act 2006 in a true spirit. Secondly, Gram Sabha's role is very important to implement the process. And another one is modern technology and mapping to monitor the implementation process of Forest Rights Act. So, millions of tribe and forest dwellers in India are now considered encroaches on the land in which they live. So, we may conclude that it's time to think about land reform 2.0. Forests are best conserved when owned and managed by individuals and local communities. India's Forest Right Act is also a step forward in the same direction, but its poor implementation remains a big issue. These questions the nation's capability to deal with its landless population and poverty. Next, here are some MCQ questions. Which type of question may come in exam? First one, choose the correct statement. There are 3 statements from which you have to choose the correct statement. First one is, NBA was established in 2003 to implement India's Biological Diversity Act 2002. It is true. NBA is a statutory autonomous body with headquarters Chennai. It is also true. And Biological Diversity Act 2002 mandates all local bodies to set up biodiversity management committee. So it is also true. So all of the above will be the answer for this question. Next, an important fact, International Day for Biological Diversity. Actually, the day was 29th December before Rio Summit, but now it is 22nd May because the Rio Summit was held on 22nd May 1992. So the International Day for Biological Diversity is considered as 22nd May. Next, which is correct with respect to NBA? NBA has the power of civil court. Like NBA at the central level, states also have state biodiversity board. Foreign organizations or nationals require prior approval of NBA for using biological resources, and there is provision of National Biodiversity Fund also under the Act. So, all the 4 statements are true regarding NBA. So, the answer will be, if there is 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 4 like this, and one option there must be all of the above. So, the all of the above will be the answer. Okay, thank you. तो आज यही होती. Thank you so much.